Wow. Good morning, everyone. A very interesting occurrence here. I'm trying to upload the usual logo that I have on, and it's not coming up. It looks like there's a couple of things happening in updates somewhere, either with Facebook or with BeLive. So there isn't the usual logo. There isn't the what I'm playing with as far as the intro with the different countdown timers. That's okay. We'll continue to progress onward because I do have a lovely spread this morning. If you can see that as the shared screen, we're going to be ready to read through that one in a minute. Just a few of the housekeeping type stuff because I have cross-posted this on some other pages. I've got it on the mytimetv.live and my Hypnosis Plus. So for anyone who's on those two pages, I can't actually see your, and I'm clicking onto that. I'm monitoring the Facebook one at the My Time one at the moment because I can see that Barbara is there. So good morning to you. But if you'd like me to put your comments up just like this, as I'm saying, g'day to Kerry Ann or good morning. It's a beautiful morning outside here. It's looking like it's going to be a beautiful day as well. So we will get to doing the card spread in a minute. Oh, whoops, I went the wrong way with that. So we'll get to read the cards in a minute. So if you click on the link, Barbara, if you'd like me to say hello and have your name on the screen, there is a link in the description above that actually brings you over to my Ros Bounty page so that in that comment stream, I can see them on the back end of the BeLive, just like this. And Diane's next. Hi, how are you this morning? It's a beautiful day. And we've got Shaz, good morning. And it is a crispy morning, although I haven't wandered outside yet. I've stayed inside. I've had the heater on. It's beautiful. Yay, you've made it. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Oh, I'm feeling really bright and perky this morning. I had a very good sleep. And that was after a very interesting live stream with Leanne Winston last night. And we did have a few issues. I was the guest, she was the host. And it was interesting, some of the things that we couldn't see that we're normally used to. And as I went to put up I showed it last night, and as I went to put up the Astro Gold, as far as the astrology goes, we were saying it's got to be Mercury retrograde happening now. Well, it's not. This is the screen. I'm just going to share it on like that because that's actually the timing that it goes where Mercury is retrograde. Now, I find it hard to hold this up like that, but look, there's Mercury and it goes retrograde, the red, it's in retrograde, and that is actually at, no, you can't see, it's not focusing. That is actually happening at 2:29 today. So that's in about 4 hours' time that Mercury actually goes retrograde. And we've already got the influence of it. The technology and stuff like that, there's some interesting things happen. So there we go. And we've got Barbara saying, oh, that's a repeat one. Oh, that's all right. No, it's not. What am I having happen here? I had already said g'day to you. Oh, Nita, you're over on the My Time as well. You need to click the link above in the description for this live stream, and that brings you to my Ros Bounty page. Then I can see your comments to put up on the screen like this. Only 2 degrees. Oh, God, that is cold. I haven't even looked at mine to see what it is here. Karen, how are you this morning? Sending out good energy. Well, that is actually a very good thing to do. I'm just having a quick look at my phone to see what degrees it's telling me that it is here. And then I'm going to go straight into the reading. Well, it's 10 degrees here. Going by this, I'll just show it round too. See, 10 degrees. Port Elliot. We'll leave the technology alone. We'll switch over now to the cards, and I'll turn off my Hypnosis Plus. Before, these little messages, they were actually going off themselves in 10 seconds, which is interesting. It didn't that time. Oh, well. Oh, and anyone on the Hypnosis Plus with Ros page, as well, hitting that link above. I'm taking the scroller off. That is where you book my services. And there we go. Now, the cards this morning, very interesting. I mean, because I always love them. I think that they're always very interesting. It is that deck, the Sarah Marchetti's Gilded Breviary, that I'm using, the expanded edition. So, a lovely, beautiful deck. I mean, that's why I've been using them for so long, because I just love them. They are a gorgeous deck as far as the artwork goes. They're easy to read, and they're just so, the colours and everything that are in them. So, yeah, it is not very nice spread. You're on the page now. Good morning, Nita. That's right. We get the hang of it eventually as to where things are, and I'm getting the hang of where to put the link so it's as easy as possible for people to actually connect in and be here on my page. So I can do this because I love showing that you're here, that you're sharing time and space and learning and growing and all that is as we connect as community, pretty much. It almost feels like family in some ways, because many of your names I'm actually seeing over and over, and I love that. It is like a community, family. So we will get into the reading though, because I do like to only spend about 15 minutes doing this, though I know for a lot of us we've got whatever time we choose. I'll continue on. As Sharon has there, nice spread. I like the clover. So did I when I saw it first pop up, and I thought, wow, and that's in the work, the business space. So it's an absolutely beautiful card to have, even though we know that it's not just good luck, the way work and business and that sort of thing happens. But there are moments where you can actually expect those little miracles and the good luck and just have a wonderful day, lifting the energy, bringing that revitalized expectation of hope and moving forward and actually having everything fall into place. And I found that really interesting considering Mercury's going into retrograde. But it's, to absolutely rely on the results being negative from Mercury and all the rest, it's not. It brings forward that positive, that lifting, as I saw it. And I thought, wow, it's just everything is forward from here, as it is every moment from every time, being present in every moment. It is lifting everything and bringing it up and into that openness of feeling good and feeling good about your day, especially the workspace and place. So in whatever that means for you as far as how you do your work. So it's really good. I have now the anchor is in the home space, and I just got a message from Sharon. Yeah, cheeky. I can see it. You put a weather report there. I'm not feeling it. Now, we've got the anchor in the home space, and that's, I'm feeling, it does feel like there's been a little bit of the, I wouldn't say raging waters, the tumultuous times, but there has certainly been some few moments in relationships that have given second thoughts to how am I learning, what am I learning from this? And, it's felt a bit rough. So with the anchor, it's actually placing that steadiness, that calming the waters feeling around it, so that it actually gives you time to think, reflect, or actually in this instance, I'm just feeling put the fishing line out. There was, with the weather as it was up at the shack over the last few days when I was up there with my partner, it was like you just couldn't get out. The weather was getting a bit too rough and the rest. And we've been wanting to get the boat out to go fishing because that is what we do occasionally. It hasn't happened over the last year, really, because it's just the timing and the weather when you're there. And, look, just throw the anchor out, throw it out anyway, as in the fishing line out anyway, in that thought process rather than the physical, obviously, because it's highly weather reliant, which is not something that's in our control unless you go into the quantum physics of it. So do allow your anchor to set and spend that time is what that message is. And we've got in that unexpected card position, wow, the ring. it's feeling like it is a commitment today, that unexpected. There's going to be something that you are going to allow yourself, choose specifically to be a commitment that you're making. It could be that you have someone else making a commitment to you, because the ring is usually associated with the more romantic type, and the engagement or eternity in this respect doesn't quite look like a wedding ring, but you never know what it might be. I'm feeling, though, that it is that moment where you know there's some decision that you're making, or something that is turning the corner for that commitment. That is, and I'm feeling it's to self. That's what I'm feeling for me. So what you get as your message, take it with full trust in self. And that's part of that commitment to self too, trust in self. Here we have your role, and it's the key. The key, we had this in this position not too long ago. So it is continuing that process of the unlocking. There's something that needs to be unlocked in what you're doing today. So whether it is, physically a key that you're going through, maybe a new house, it could be opening a new office, it could be just bringing things out of hiding and setting them free. I'm sensing that for someone, that there is that key that's opening a locked filing cabinet that brings new information out, and probably some form of investigation that's actually happening for you, and setting it free, bringing it to the light. Here's that beautiful, beautiful rose that's in there. I'm just trying to point to it with a guess. It's the opposites when you're looking at it from here to there, instead of looking down there, which I needed to do. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Set it free. So use that key, and that key, it's with anything, you need to put some little bit of action into that to actually turn the key, to set that in motion, to have it move. So even if it's something that you're unlocking that's in your thoughts and your mind, you still need to turn that. A different perspective of looking at it might be the key to actually opening and unlocking that idea. Being open to many different things, because that's an open door. And we have, in our outcome, we've got the older man in this position this morning. I'm feeling it really is that that link, that connection with your own masculine side. But if you have a partner who is older than you, which I do, it's that it really feels like that support is there, and acknowledge that. And I just love that energy around what is the masculine, the strong side. Sometimes for us as women, even, we don't like to acknowledge that we've got a very strong masculine side. We are that balance of male, female, the yin and yang, and the dark, the light, the shadows, the sunshine, all of that. It needs that balance, and having that acknowledgement, having that recognition, stepping into that side of who we are to bring forward what is our strengths as well, along that more practical protection, serving. It feels almost like that hunter-gatherer style of masculinity, that we need, putting those senses into place of what is that balance. So do think of, it's the natural balance of how we need to be, of having that feeling of joint, of combination, of getting. It's hard to explain what I'm sensing in my head this time around that, but it's love. I'm feeling it is that universal love, the combination, as Reiki training has taught many a soul over the years now, since I did my masters and all that. It's sitting in the energy of what is the perfect balance of the yin yang, of the masculine, feminine, of the being a woman and pairing with a man. It's all of that, the body, the mind, the soul. So bringing it all together, and that I feel is why there is the older man there in that space of the outcome. So sit with all of that. That is the reading, the spread today. As you're looking at it, I have left the photos in the as a comment. Well, I thought I did in the My Time one. It's in the other. Yep, I'll do it later. Do it after. I've put it in the wrong. When you post a Be Live schedule, it goes up twice for some reason, and I picked the wrong one with the My Time one, but that's all right. As you're looking at the photo of the card spread, do bring it into that mindset, that mind space that I call my Zen space. So I look at it with I suppose it's a softened gaze. And you're taking it, you're sort of sitting with it in your heart space in a way. So that when you're looking, your eye goes to one card or another or a spot, and using that as your meditation in that moment to bring the messages in that are for you. So that's just a reminder of how I do it, so that if you're wanting to go back to look at the photo or at this even, see where your eye is actually going to, that's the strongest message for your day today for a focus. Yeah. So thank you for being here. I'll be back again tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and hopefully the Be Live or the Facebook or whichever it is that's doing updates has settled a little better, and I'll have a bit of an intro for it, unlike this morning, and that's okay. Look, all things are perfect in the right timing of whenever they happen, because that's what growth is. It's change. And there was something flipped through my mind then, and now I can't remember. It's okay. Be the best person that you can be. And until tomorrow morning at 8, namaste.